Hey guys, welcome to Comfy Cozy Up. So, been reading, been crafting, been doing a lot. Most of all, I'm officially done for the year at work. So I don't go back to work till January, guys. So if you are used to my channel, you know I typically take December off. But I think I got, this time around I was out like 4 days earlier than normal. But I've been working all year, guys. I did not take a decent time off. I think my birthday I had between my days off and extra days, like 5. And when I went to the Usher concert. So I worked all year without taking the proper time off. It's not gonna happen next year. I have some fun things coming up, so some traveling stuff. So definitely won't be this many days saved up like I did this year. Nevertheless, I am happy to have time. So what are we talking about in this video? We're gonna talk about what I've been reading, some more books that were sent to me, as well as sewing project. I'm currently wearing one of my sewing project, which is a pajama that I made, but I'll talk about that later. So Nonfiction November, glad to say got 2 in. Yes, so I did finish reading The Message by Ta-Nehisi, and let me tell you, I knew it was going to be one of those books that was gonna be controversial in terms of the subject matter. And I think because when you think of people who are oppressed, that is there's certain level of knowledge that you get from it when you looking at others, when you're looking at how people perceive you or how you perceive other people's struggle. And there's that common ground that are often identified when you see other people's struggle. And what I liked about this, even though I think in the media it really touched a lot on what's happening between said two religious group, there's other things he talked about in this. I think he talks about his teaching history and where he's taught at and things that happened when he was teaching, and how he talks about writing and the idea of retelling someone else's story. That is often happening in history, and people don't want to acknowledge what is happening. So there's ways of banning books, and there's ways of doing other things, of not teaching the truth, and wanting to not give someone any kind of knowledge that they would think. And we know that those of us who are heavy readers know how important books are, and know how important it is to read different stories, regardless if it's fiction or not. Oftentimes fiction is wrapped up in some truth of real stories that inspired the fiction. And so we know how important reading is, and how important writing is, and how important it is to be able to analyze these words and use your mind and think for yourself, not per se someone telling you or putting things in your head. And I think that's the idea of what we're experiencing now, and the certain kind of control that people want over what is being read. I enjoy this. I definitely, it's my first library book here. I do feel like I want to own this. So I think it's one of those nonfiction that there are things about it I highlighted that I wanted to like soak in more. So I think I really want to own my own copy of this. But we finished it in way early. I'm probably not going to return it till the first week in December. But nevertheless, I thought this was an amazing way of talking about the now and how history has a way of repeating itself. Yeah. Then I read We're Alone, and this is Edwidge Dedicat. And what I am going to say is she gave me everything in this book as well. And I'm not surprised. Now, I did meet her at Brooklyn Book Festival, and she signed this copy for me. And I don't think I ever looked to see what she wrote, because I bought all the books I had for her. Oh, she said, read with joy. And so what I would say, there's some stuff I wrote down. I love when she said, being human is having to begin again. I soaked up. I love that quote. There's others where there's another one that I really liked is when she said when she's given her story, for instance, she talks about death in one of these essays. So this is a series of essays that she wrote covering different stories. So in this, she has one where she's really talking about death and how, as a writer, she creates these characters, and she's creating this character and giving them life and death. So there's time where, as authors, as writers, death plays a major part in what this of a story. But what I did thought was interesting how she talks about it is her experience of dealing with death, of losing her mother to cancer and having a dramatic moment at a mall, and how she look at death even within her culture of all the things that's happening in her country. She's Haitian, so there's a bit of a lot of that she discussed in this. She also highlight the authors that inspires her. You know, Baldwin, and she talks about the time that she was around Toni Morrison. Wow, that was strange. She was around Toni Morrison and how, you know, she felt at the time, but then she also saw who Toni Morrison's had that fan moment over as well, and which is Lansing Hughes. And I thought it was interesting. She did highlight another Haitian author that I'm not familiar with, and I feel like I definitely want to pick up this book. And I just like the way she talks about history and things that happen and how relatable it is in terms of now, and how, you know, it's I felt like there are moments in both that are very reflective, and I think because I read them back to back, I kind of felt like it is more of the oppressed story and the things that both are experienced, because there's that identity thing. I like in this where there's that idea you're African American but you're not really all black, which we all know, a lot of us, if you check our DNA, but in certain countries you wouldn't look at as a mixed person even though you're dark skinned, that kind of deal, because of the whole idea is you're not pure African. That I thought that was interesting. And then this is the idea of being an immigrant and putting a stamp on where you currently live in America. And there's that part where she talks about how sometimes the death of someone in that land it's like a marker, because you can remove someone and send them back to their country, but the dead is here, the dead is in the soil, the dead is not going anywhere, so it's that staple. I thought that analogy was quite interesting in this, but there's tons of stuff in this. Like, I really thought this was a well done essay, and I think if you are looking for nonfiction books that are heavy hitters, that are going to maybe make you think outside the box of things that maybe you already knew but you just never heard of it in this how it presented in these books, I would say definitely pick these two up. These are very good nonfiction books, and I highly recommend both of these. So let's get into what was sent to me. Now, I just got the boxes today. Literally, I was on the computer cleaning up my computer because I have to pick up my new computer tomorrow because my computer is old. So I'm hoping it makes a difference on the upload, because my computer, y'all, it's like almost 13 years old. I know. So I can't even be mad about it, guys. I can't even be mad about my computer. My laptop is about maybe 11. I cannot be upset about it because I got my money's worth. I did get my money's worth. So the computer was ready today, but today was the first snow day and it just wasn't gonna happen. So the book came, FedEx showed up, and I was super happy because, you know, every time they show up and it's something that I didn't order, I know it's books. So I am just going to show you these books. Don't know what they're about, but if you do know anything about these books and you recommend me pick these up first, let me know. So far on the list it's definitely been, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I would say I have close to 30 books and I've only read one so far off the list. I'm going to catch up once I finish with the subscriber pick. So that's the next book I'm going to read. I also want to really get back to finishing. I have one classic that I'm almost done with, and I want to see if I can get, again, I'm on vacation now. I really don't have an excuse. I could read all day. I have one more subscriber pick I didn't read from last month. So I have a week to really like catch up, and I definitely think I will be able to catch up on some of this. But for right now, I definitely going to focus a lot on these books that were sent to me in December. So anyway, back to what I was saying. If you notice these books and you heard anything about it, let me know. Digital Invisible, and it says how the internet is creating a new underclass. I have no idea what it's about, but it's nonfiction, so that's what we got. Then we have All I See Is Violence, and this is a novel. It is a historical fiction. From what I'm getting from this, it is a mix of historical content mixed with, of course, fiction, and it has to do with Native American and their land. Yeah, heavy hitter. Then we have All We Were Promised, and I have no idea what this one is about. It is a novel, and it's blurred by a lot of people, and it's also historical fiction. That is what I know from this one. 1837. Oh, they went there. So yeah, this is gonna be probably another one of those, and I'm gonna put it on read. So far, I definitely think there's two on this. Let me put to the side that I want to put in the bunch that I'm focusing on first. This one, Sky Full of Elephants. I have seen this book, and I don't know what it's about. But again, I will check these out later, and as I pick them up, I will tell you what they're about. But I really don't know what this one about, but I've seen this one quite a lot on social media. The other ones are, let me see, Disaffected, and this is, oh God, Why Every Election, the Election of a Lifetime. Do I really want to read this right now? No, I'm too salty still. Yeah. This one says Diversity Done Right, navigating cultural difference to create a positive change in the workplace. So this should be interesting. And this one is a novel, I believe. I cannot tell. Yeah, it's a novel. It is short, but it's called Frank Wisdom. So yeah, I saw the cover at first and I was like, graphic novel. It's not graphic novel. It's a, I mean, there's photos inside. There is photos inside, but it's not a graphic novel. Ooh, okay, something fell out. Oh, this is a signed copy. It's a signed copy. And it said, yours in the struggle. Oh, this looking might be interesting. I think I'm gonna put this in a little stash of. So this is a maybe until, because I really need to know what it's about, but I don't. So it's a maybe, but for sure, I'm gonna put these two and this on the pile of reading next. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I will be doing a lot of reading in December, and we're gonna go through these books. So what have I been sewing? So besides this pajama that I had scraps from a sewing, I went to a sewing store, and because I wanted to look at new sewing machine. My little wish list is I want to get an electronic computerized sewing machine. Now I do own 2 sewing machine, and I kind of want to elevate a little bit and get to the computerized ones. And you know, or you could cut stuff and do certain things that I can't do in my regular machine. Now, when I went in there and I told the lady how old my machine was, she was impressed that it's pumped out so much garments that I've been sewing. My machine, I think I paid $179, so which is cheap for a sewing machine that is heavy duty like that. It is a Singer heavy duty. I love it. I also have a Brothers Strong and Tough, which I primarily use for crafting, but I did use it to make this pajama on because I just realized I've never used it to do clothes. I've always only do it with my, you know, my crafting things, and I think I'm going to use it and see how it works for all the bags. Now I am focusing on some other sewing project, including this vest and pants set that I am excited for. The pants so far is probably the best fitting pants that I've ever made. I just love how it fits. I just had to finish the waist band on it and hem the bottom, and the vest is finished, so you can see. But I will when it's done, I will show you guys. But I want to focus on some Christmas stuff. So I do have a lot of fanny pack that I gotta make because so many people request. So I feel like those are easy Christmas gifts that I can give people. So I have a couple of those I have to make. I also have to finish the giveaway for a journal mood, and I'm almost done with that journal. There's another item that I want to get and it came already. And then of course there's something else I'm going to be making to put in the giveaway, but can't show you any of that yet because the person has not been notified. And so I have a lot of things that I want to do and this month. So I definitely going to probably put like something in the community board of like things that you may want me to do for December. So if you're new here, in December I go beyond Vlogmas. So Vlogmas is only 25 days, but for me I do every day in December. So I have a video every day, so that's 31 videos, and I've been doing it for a while now. I enjoy doing it. It's my like time to come up with some idea to pump up some video, things I wanted to talk about all year, going down memory lanes of books that I've read, of crafting, things that I've done, that kind of stuff. And I'm always, you know, open-minded to anybody who wants to see something else on the channel that you want me to talk about, any topic. So I will, if you can leave it in this video as well, but I think I'm going to put it also in the community board where I will say, you know, hey, give me any suggestion that you would like me to do for December. I'm always about 2 days ahead when I do December because of my internet story. I try to be at least 2 days ahead, and it's going to be the same for this time around as well. I will make sure I pump out the first 2. This way I'm on track. Videos are always going to be like about 4 p.m. So the first video I am prepping for, and I also got to finish the Christmas outfit that I'm going to do for the intro video, which I haven't fully decided how I'm going to do it yet, but I already have an idea. Very simple, very simple. The journals that I also going to finish, I think I finished one, and one I needed to add something else to it, and then I'll do a flip through of the new junk journal for December. So yeah, so I am going to end this here, and hopefully, you know, I will start tomorrow, do a video where I get my new computer, set it up, and hope and pray that the internet is better, and also have more storage space on the new computer as well. So we will see how that works out for me. So that's it for this video, guys, and thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. And if you have not, like I said, these books are very good books, and I think it's very thought-provoking, as well as you know, great writing. So go ahead and pick this up. Sorry guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.